Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom.
It's so good to see you, Kol Chai. Welcome to folks in the Kiva and to folks online. It's beautiful to be with you for this Shabbat HaChodesh, the Shabbat of renewal as we move into spring. I want to thank Nancy Judson for everything you did to organize the Shabbat, Stephanie Mikako, Daniel Oshofsky, thank you, even on one knee.
On one knee.
Rachel Swersey, Andy Eisenson, Felisa Sheskin, Francine Glasser, and Kohelet Renee Finkelstein, who brought us last year. So we're so happy to be here. And let's have Shabbat together. We'll talk more about Shabbat HaChodesh in a little bit, but it seems like we should welcome some angels, since so many have already walked in and ridden in.
There are lyrics to these timeless prayers available at the doorway.
And in your seat.
Please understand that your body can rise, can dance in this beautiful space as worshipful. Shalom Aleichem Malachei Yisrael, Malachei Elyon, Melech Malachei HaMelachim, Kadosh Baruch Hu. Shalom Aleichem Malachei Yisrael, Malachei Elyon, Melech Malachei HaMelachim, Kadosh Baruch Hu. Ay 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 Shalom Aleichem Malachei Yisrael, Malachei Welcome, angels. Welcome.
Messengers. Where or who or what is a messenger you met this week? This is an invitation for one or two word answers. Did you encounter a messenger this week? I encountered this awesome cherry tree. It was definitely a message from somewhere. What other messengers did we meet? Forsythia. Opportunity.
An earthquake.
Earthquake. Reminding us that most of the time the earth doesn't shake underneath us. Any other messengers this week? Maybe your body was a messenger. Maybe somebody you loved.
My PT person. My PT person.
Ah, a PT person was a messenger.
The new birds in the bird feeders.
New birds in the bird feeder. Beautiful. So now we pray Higaluna, reveal yourself to us. So maybe some of those messengers brought us really important messages and spread over us your shelter of peace. So let's weave that shelter together with our prayerful intention as we sing. Let's take a moment to light our Shabbat candles. Let's see if you would come forward. That would really be great. Try the other side. Sometimes it takes a little longer to kindle the light. imagine that we could spread the light like seeds, plant it and make it grow.
Ovo Sarua La Tzadika Uleishvot Lev Simcha Zarua La Tzadika Uleishvot Simcha has to take that on the road. Wow.
That's awesome. Oh, I'm Jill, by the way. Hi, Rabbi Jill Hammer.
I'm Shoshana Jedwab. And good Shabbat. Shabbat Shalom.
So our next psalm might seem a little bit different. So this is you would usually sing this as Shiru Baranai, but we feminized it, so just for a challenge. And one of the words we use in this psalm is Elah, which is the feminine of El, the feminine of God. But Elah is also a terebinth tree, so it's also divine as the tree of life. So you can enjoy these familiar or unfamiliar.
And
in your sheet.
And this is Freilich. שירו לאלה שיר חדש, שירו לאלה כל הארץ, שירו לאלה ברכו שמה, בסו יום ליום ישועתה. ספרו בגויים גבורתה, בכל העמים נפלאותיה. ניתנה אלה ומעודדתו, לא רק היא יפה וגדול. לכל אלוהי העמים הללים, ואל השמיים עשה. גודל הדת לפניך, עוז ותפארת מקדשך. הבו לאלה משפחות עמים, הבו לאלה כבוד העוז, הבו לאלה ברכות שמה, צאת מנחה ובוא חסרותיך. השתחררו לאלה לאחד הקודש, הילו לפניה כל הארץ. אמרו בגויים אלה נותן, אך תיכון תבל ותימון. תקין עמים במלא שערים, יסלחו השמיים ותגר הארץ. עירם היה ומלואו, יאללה שדי בכל השמות. אז יענו כל הצייה, לפני אלה חיבה, חיבה אלה לשפוט הארץ, תשפוט צדק וצדק. ואמין אמונתה, ילאי ללללללאי, Now for some English. Sing out to Allah, all of the earth. Sing to the goddess this whole planet. Each and every day, tell about their grace. Tell among the nations of her presence. Sing out and shout about their goals. For the source of life and love is Christ. The source of life and love, the cosmic light. Glory and beauty walk before you. And TikTok, Instagram, Facebook and WhatsApp, tweet out and share about her glory. Sing out to Allah, all of the earth. Sing to the goddess this whole planet. Yalla, 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 yalla,
So it's time for Lecha Dodi. The main line of this song says, "Come beloved, let's go greet the bride, the Kala." And the Kala is the Shabbat, and the Kala is also the Shekhinah, the divine presence, and inhering in all things. But sometimes we like to play with letters. So if you take Kala, and this helps, you might be into brides, you might be less into brides. So if you take the word Kala, and you move the letters around, I once learned this from Rabbi David Engler, you get Hakol, which means everything. So what if on Shabbat, it's everything that we're greeting, like it's the creation we're greeting. And then, so I taught that for a while, every Shabbat I said that. And then I thought, well actually if you rearrange the letters again, you get Halach, which is the journey, which is the movement. So maybe the bride is the journey that led you here. So let's greet the Kala.
Zacharti lachesed ne'urai ahavat kivulotai.
Page 4.
I remember your love and your kindness when you walked with me through desert near. Lovers of the Shoshana rejoice in trust and peace. Left and right, bursting out, every love is out and out. In the flame that breaks the walls, now heaven touches ground. Rise up, face the door, Shabbat, arise once more. The soul, the bride, the maiden queen, the face of unity. Blowing the shalom, ateret bala, na'am lesimcha, uvetzola. Tov emunei am segula, bo ichala, lo ikala. Lechadot ikala, lechava lekala, lechadot ikala, lechava lekala, lechadot ikala, lechava lekala, I remember, I remember, I remember, I remember you. I remember, I remember, I remember,
Let's come together for Baruch. Drawing on this deep well that we are all tapping into together. In fact, let me introduce you to the well on our altar, on our sacred center. At the center of our prayer tonight, we have a bowl like the one that the priests used to wash when they would enter the space of the Holy of Holies. So if you want, you can think of the Baruch, which is our kind of reaching critical mass, coming together and really beginning the work of prayer. You can think of the Baruch as that washing and that entry into the deep and sacred place. And the Baruch actually is linked to the word brecha, the pool, and the blessing. They go together.
So we're going to put the Baruch Hu to this beautiful song. Probably a lot of you know it. Mi Mainei HaYeshua. Right? We will draw water in celebration from the wellspring of liberation. Mi Mainei HaYeshua. Shavte mayim b'sason. Mi Mainei HaYeshua. Shavte mayim b'sason. Let's do that again. Mi Mainei HaYeshua. Shavte mayim b'sason. And again. Mi Mainei HaYeshua. Shavte mayim b'sason. Second part. We will draw water in celebration from the wellspring of liberation. We will draw water in celebration from the wellspring of liberation. We will draw water in celebration from the wellspring of liberation. Mi Mainei HaYeshua. Shavte mayim b'sason. Mi Mainei HaYeshua. Shavte mayim b'sason. We will draw water in celebration from the wellspring of liberation. Wellspring of liberation, be my name. We're going to go to the bar flute. You may stand or sit as is your custom, my name. Yeshua. Shabbat Baruch Hu et habrecha hameboechet rucha habrecha hamborechet leolam ba'ed. We will draw water in celebration from the wellspring of liberation. We will draw water in celebration from the wellspring of liberation. Be my name, Yeshua. Shabbat be my name, Yeshua. I invite you to look at the light outside
Or the light inside.
and look at the mixing. The Shoshana is the great mixer, because the word for evening in Hebrew literally means the mix-up, or I like to say the mixtape of day and night. And you get the best stuff at this hour. So this is a celebration song for the one who mixes day into night. Ma'ariva Arabim, Ma'ariva Arabim, Ma'ariva Arabim, Ma'ariva Arabim. Again. Ma'ariva Arabim, Ma'ariva Arabim, Ma'ariva Arabim, Ma'ariva Arabim. You open up the gates of time, Ma'ariva Arabim. You flow each moment so sublime, Ma'ariva Arabim. Ma'ariva Arabim, Ma'ariva Arabim, Ma'ariva Arabim, Ma'ariva Arabim. You cycle for the seasons, Ma'ariva Arabim. You give life reason, Ma'ariva Arabim. Ma'ariva Arabim, Ma'ariva Arabim, Ma'ariva Arabim, Ma'ariva Arabim. You roll the dark and spill the light, Ma'ariva Arabim. You shine the day and soft the night, Ma'ariva Arabim. Ma'ariva Arabim, Ma'ariva Arabim, Ma'ariva Arabim, Ma'ariva Arabim. You shine the day and soft the night, Ma'ariva Arabim. You roll the dark and spill the light, Ma'ariva Arabim. You who give life reason, Ma'ariva Arabim. You cycle forth every season, Ma'ariva Arabim. Ma'ariva Arabim, Ma'ariva Arabim, Ma'ariva Arabim, Ma'ariva Arabim. You flow this moment so sublime, Ma'ariva Arabim. And you open up those gates of time, Mahariva Ahavi.
I love that. You open the gates of time. This month that begins this week, the month of Nisan, is supposed to be the beginning of the months, the beginning of time. So it feels extra special to sing that song. So our next prayer, Ahavat Olam, is really a prayer over the receiving of Torah, but it really starts out with love. So the first Torah in the prayer is really love. And
Hey Laura, can you come and sing it? Do you have a voice today? Of course you do. I know you don't have your harmonium.
you can sing it.
No, I want to play drums for you. Everybody, Laura, Wolf, dear friend and soul sister. When I think of this version of love, I think of Laura, and she's in the room. So here we go. Whatever you want to do.
Let's just take a minute. Take a breath. Drop in. Drop into that space of the heart. In this prayer, we say we are loved by an unending love. But I like to think we are that love. It's this circular movement. We receive, we give, we receive. And the divides disappear, like how Shoshana is the great mixer. And then we're there in the space of the heart. Ahava
Maybe we are ready for Shema after that. Beautiful. Thank you, Laura. One of the books that I study is Sefer Yetzirah, which means the book of creation. It's an ancient Jewish mystical work. And it is interested in the intersection of space and time and being. And the word that Sefer Yetzirah uses to describe space and time and being are the witnesses. They are the constant, or the universal constant that is always there, witnessing us. And the Shema has an ayin at the end of the Shema. Listen, and a daled at the end of the Chad. And those letters are made big in the prayer book, the Torah scroll, to say a witness. So as we say the Shema, let's see if we can tap into that ground of our being that is the intersection of space and time and soul. And maybe we can listen to something that is much larger and longer and deeper.
ובשכבך ובקומך We now reach the point that our ancestors in their great wisdom infused in most Jewish prayer services, the overture to the core prayer of the Amidah, the Mi Chamocha, plucked from the greatest moment of knowing redemption in the Bible, the song after the crossing of the sea. And I don't know about you, but lately my faith is greatly challenged, my optimism, my positivity. And so singing the words of absolute knowing that I can trust this world is like, I don't know, my prayer book is praying to me. My prayer book is praying me. Like it's doing it for me. And then I learn from that. I don't know how to say it any better. So let's sing a Mi Chamocha with whatever we got, but whatever is lifting us up. Mi Chamocha ba'elim Adonai, Mi Chamocha nedar b'kodesh, Torah tehilot oseh velech, Torah tehilot oseh velech, Mi Chamocha ba'elim shaddai, Mi Chamocha hadar b'kodesh, Torah tehilot oseh velech, Torah tehilot oseh velech. The Spirit is flowing, flowing and growing. The Spirit is flowing through you and me. Hashem, guide me, be faithfully beside me. Hashem, guide me and bless how I be. The Spirit is flowing, flowing and growing. The Spirit is flowing through you and me. Shekhinah reside in me, your wisdom lives inside of me. Shekhinah reside in me, oh holy, oh holy. Mi Chamocha ba'elim shaddai, Mi Chamocha hadar b'kodesh, Torah tehilot oseh velech, Torah tehilot oseh velech.
There's a prayer we say in the evening and not in the morning. A prayer for a shelter of peace. I guess because we feel particularly vulnerable at night. And I'm noticing that the word for a shelter of peace is a sukkah of peace. And as you may know, a sukkah doesn't have much of a roof. So it feels like a paradox. The shelter of peace that is in fact very vulnerable to the world. And maybe even in that vulnerability, we have some access to what we might call shalom. Spread over us your chakra of peace. Earlier this evening, I invited you to think of a message or a messenger that you encountered this week. And now, as we take a few moments for quiet prayer, maybe you want to allow that or perhaps another message to come through in the silence of your prayer. That's the word, or even just the feeling that is needed tonight. I invite you to stay in your place or find anywhere in this room that you would like to pray a silent prayer. And we'll come back together in a moment with prayers for peace.
Oh, say shalom birama. Huya say shalom aleinu. Ve'al kol Yisrael. Ve'al kol yoshvei Torah. Ve'iru. Amen. ועל כל ישראל, ועל כל יושבי תבל,
I want to say just a few words of Torah before we come to Elaine. Or maybe not Torah exactly, maybe words of time. So there are 3 pilgrimage festivals, or 3 sort of seasonally rooted festivals in the calendar. And one of them is Passover, Pesach, one of them is Shavuot, and one of them is Sukkot. Right? Pesach in the spring, Shavuot in the late spring, early summer, and Sukkot in the fall. You might ask why I'm saying it that way and not starting with Sukkot, since Rosh Hashanah is supposed to be the beginning of the year, but we never say it that way. We always start with Pesach. And the reason is that although the first of the month of Tishrei in the fall is the new year for people, Nisan in the spring is the new year for time. This is unnecessarily complicated, right? But the first Mishnah, the tractate Rosh Hashanah, talks about there being 4 New Years. So one of the New Years is this first day of Nisan, which is coming up this week. And each of these 3 pilgrimage festivals has a preparation period, right? Because of its importance and because in order to get ready for the particular energy of that holiday, there is preparation. Right before Shavuot, we have the counting of the Omer. We have 7 weeks of counting in order to prepare ourselves for that first fruits and revelation festival. And in the late summer, early fall, right, we have the month of Elul, right, when we blow the shofar every day. That's a preparation for the high holidays and for Sukkot. But where is the preparation for Passover?
In the kitchen.
In the kitchen. But even outside the kitchen, there are 4 Shabbatot, 4 Sabbaths before Passover that are the preparation for Passover in its sort of communal, spiritual sense. And they each have a name. The first one is called Shabbat Shekalim, which is when we read the tale of how the people were counted. In order to avoid counting them like this, 1, 2, 3, and giving them a number, everybody would give in a half shekel, and then you would count them all up, and then you would know how many people you had, but you didn't have to count the people. So Shabbat Shekalim, when people are counted, right, or not counted, right, that's the first one. The next one is Shabbat Zachor, which is around Purim, right, and that's the Shabbat about Amalek, right, about dealing with enemies within and without. The third one is Shabbat Parah, right, where you tell the story of the red heifer and the ritual that was used to shift people who had been in the energy of death back into the energy of life, using a particular kind of ritual medicine. And the next one, which is this Shabbat, is Shabbat HaChodesh, which means Shabbat of the new month, right, or it can mean Shabbat of renewal. Right, so this Shabbat is actually when we read a particular section where we tell the story of the gift of time to the Hebrews. Right, that the first gift that they receive from God when they are getting ready to be freed from slavery is that they get their own calendar. Right, the divine says to them, this will be for you the beginning of months. And so the gift of perceiving time in our own way, right, and not according to what someone has, right, imposed on us, right, is the beginning of freedom. So that's the story we're telling in this Shabbat HaChodesh. But this is also a Shabbat of space and not only of time. And the reason is that this Rosh Chodesh, this new moon of Nisan that is coming up this week, is also the anniversary of the arrival of the Shekhinah, of the divine presence, in the tabernacle. That happened on the first of the month of Nisan. So this is a kind of anniversary, right, of that infusion of sacred space, right, with a sense of presence. And I think this is a really wonderful, wonderful sort of story and practice for thinking about what it means to get ready for Passover, to infuse time with a sense of spaciousness and sacredness, and to infuse space with a sense of spaciousness and sacredness. And so I hope that together this Shabbat we'll be able to create that space and time that can then be filled with the power of our Passover celebration later on. So, Shabbat Shalom. I think that's, if I could really think that I was preparing sacred space when I'm like scrubbing my kitchen, I think that would really change my experience. We could try it, right? So actually, before we get to Elena, what are good ways of preparing what are good ways of building sacred time and space? Let's do a popcorn like we did earlier. Just one or two words. What makes sacred time or space for you? Meditation. Prayer. Altars.
Putting a boundary on work.
Putting a boundary
I will not
on
work anymore.
Turn off technology.
Turn off technology. Turn off computers. Cleaning. Clearing blocks in communication. Nature. Music. Listening.
Your favorite people.
Being around your favorite people. Connecting. These are all movement. These are all wonderful. Dedicating time to reflection.
Emerging from sleeping, from dreams, naturally. Able to jump out of bed and just sitting with what the message is for sleep.
Sitting with our dreams. Making space for our dream time. So let's hold those blessings, those practices as we leave ourselves into the land. So let's leave those who have gone to the other world with us in this circle. If there are names of people you are remembering, a friend of mine on Facebook this week said, "When's the angel of death going to take a break?" So I know that we are remembering so many that we know and that we don't know. And if there are specific names, they can come into the circle. I'll just kind of move my gaze along this way, and if you have a name or a group of names, feel free.
Rose Snyder.
Yeah, and I know that it may be people in the chat, and I can't see the chat, but we include all of the names that are in the chat. I know that we're thinking of everyone killed in the war, and workers, and let's say Kaddish for them together.
Yitadash Shnei Rabba Ve'alma Tivrach Chirutei Yamlich Malchutei V'chayechon V'yamechon Chayei Zechon Beit Yisrael Ba'adala V'bizman Karib Nimru Amen Yehei Shnei Rabba V'barach V'elam Amen Amaya Yitbarach V'ishtabach V'yitba'ar V'yitromam V'yitnaseh V'yitadar V'yitalel V'yitalal Shmei Dekudshah B'richu Le'ela Mikol B'chata V'shirata Tush B'chata V'nechamata Damiram Le'olma V'yiru Amen Yehei Shlama Rabba Min Shemaya V'chaim Aleinu V'kol Yisrael V'kol Yoshvei Tevel V'yiru Amen Osar Shalom V'yirunav Mitzaseh Shalom Aleinu V'kol Yisrael V'kol Yoshvei Tevel V'yiru Amen.
May their memories be a blessing. So, Nancy, I don't know if you want to come up and make any announcements, or I can do my best. Stephanie? Any announcements?
Do you want to do it on a mic for the... You don't have to.
You guys hear me?
It's your mic.
Hi, everyone online. I apologize. Most importantly, I wanted to invite everyone to join us for a Passover Seder. So we have 3 people in the community who have volunteered to open up their homes for a Pollock Passover Seder. So that information is going to go, all the details are going to be sent out on Sunday, so look for your email inboxes. And the intention behind this is to make sure that everybody has somewhere to go for Passover. And the idea is to come together as a community. It's in the past, Kol Hai has done variations of this where some of you may have come to the hotel in New Paltz, or we had a giant catered dinner, other variations. We are trying something different this year, so we hope that you can participate and let us know how it went and if it was something that you enjoyed. So that information is going out on Sunday. Questions? Yeah.
If you already sent in my request, but I didn't get an acknowledgement
Mhm.
that was received.
Yeah.
Is that the way it is?
Yeah, so we're still trying to get everyone's information, and on Sunday, everyone's gonna get an email about where the Pollock, there's gonna be 3 separate Pollock dinners at 3 different community members' homes, you'll find out, so I'm not letting you know yet. And then you can contact those people directly. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
In planning this, have you considered having, one on the first night and one on the second night, or are they all going to be?
Daniel, do you have the answer to what the days are?
We'll have at least one each night. There'll be one on the first night and one on the second night for sure. The third one is TV.
Okay, there's one on the first night, one on the second night, and the third one is still to be determined. And if anyone still wants to host one, please email us and let us know. Yeah.
Families with young
Yes.
children?
So in 2 weeks, we'll have another Shabbat as usual, every other week. Renee will be here for our next Shabbat, which is really exciting. On the way here, my daughter said, "Is Renee going to be there tonight?" And I said, "No, she'll be there in 2 weeks." And she said, my daughter said, "I think she's retired." I don't even know if she knows what that means. I said, "No, she's not retired, she'll be here too." So that's really exciting. And on that same evening, before we come together in the round temple here at 5 p.m., we will be 2 buildings down. I forget which direction, at the Marbletown Community Center. Who's got it? Okay, 2 buildings down at the Marbletown Community Center for a children's Tot Shabbat and Passover Seder for kids, sort of, with dinner catered by PJ Library. Yeah. So we're going to have Miriam Rubin back for that, and Nancy as well, and PJ Library, and we're making afikomen bags. So if you need an afikomen bag and you have a child between the ages of 0 and 8, more or less, that's not, we won't turn anyone away. You should come. So that's in 2 weeks. Tomorrow? Oh, yes, thank you. So if you haven't already checked this out, we will be having a half-day retreat tomorrow with Rabbi Jill and Shoshana here in the Hudson Valley. It's from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. You can still sign up if you haven't. And so will be more of this. And do you have, I'm not sure exactly the theme of the retreat, but more, I think, about the preparation for Passover.
We'll be talking more about the sacredness of time and some about getting ourselves ready for Passover.
More about the sacredness of time as well. So it's going to be in Accord. Mm-hmm.
Is it my home?
It's at Sylvia's home. We've, one of our intentions this year is to make all of our programming accessible and affordable to anyone who's interested in going. So we have a significant sliding scale. So don't be worried about if it's a financial burden. We want to make sure that everyone who wants to be there can be there. I saw a hand.
Is there a notification of the address for that that's going to go out, or should I just ask you?
So when you sign up, you get the information.
I'm not sure I did.
Really?
You can talk to me.
Talk to Daniel.
Yeah.
And if anyone doesn't know yet, Daniel is our temple manager over here. Daniel, will you? We're so blessed to have him as a support. We couldn't do it without you, Daniel. Thanks for all your work. And he's amazing. He's scooting around with an injured Achilles tendon, and yeah. Anyone else have a question or a comment? Anyone else?
When the emails go out about Pesach, will be told what we need for somebody's taking a toll.
Yeah, it's a good question. We've tried to figure out how to best organize it, and so there will be most likely three different potlucks at 3 different locations. The information will go out on the email, correct, Daniel? And then if you're like, oh, I want to go to that one on the second night, the person's information is going to be right there, and you're going to reach out to them directly, correct?
Yep.
Okay.
And we'll have information about what, if any, theme will be, what, if any, dietary restrictions there are for that home.
Mm-hmm. Right. So sort of.
Yeah, I wasn't worried about that.
Right. All the details will be there, so you can choose widely in terms of if you need specific accommodations or accessibility issues and all that stuff. So we'll have all of that information on there, so you can choose wisely about which potluck you'd like to attend, and then coordinate. We imagine coordinating a Seder potluck is new, right? little like who brings what. So that's going to be an experiment, and we'll see how that works out.
And Kabbalat, or we can bring our own, or they'll be supplied, or how's that going to work?
Again, I think it's going to kind of come together. Together. Go ahead.
I think it's going to be up to
To the host and the participants. Like, yeah.
I would say I'm going to be hosting, and I have some ideas, and open to other ideas. So I think I cut and pasted Kabbalat.
Bring yours and then we put this in.
Yeah, it should be excited, and I can't wait to join someone's Passover scene. Okay, I'll let us.
What good announcement. Good announcement.
Shabbat Shalom.
Why me?
Hi everyone. One last thing. I just want to say that we are both going to make kiddush and motzi with from a big cheese Yuval store.
ביום השישי, ויפלו השמיים והארץ וכל צבאם, ויחל אלוהים ביום השביעי מכל מלאכתו אשר עשה, וישפוט ביום השביעי מכל מלאכתו אשר עשה, ויברך אלוהים את יום השני וקידש אותו כי בו שבת מכל מלאכתו אשר ברא אלוהים לעשות וסבריא. ברוך אתה אדוני אלוהינו מלך העולם בורא פרי הגפן. ברוך אתה אדוני אלוהינו מלך העולם אשר קידשנו במצוותיו ורצה לנו. בשבת קדשו ויאהבה ורצה והחילנו. זיכרון למעשה בראשית. הוא יום תפילה למקראי קודש. זה יציאת מצרים. כי באנו בחרת ואותנו קידשת עם כל העמים בשבת קודשך באהבה וברצון אם יכולתנו. השכינה מקדשת השבת. לחיים.
It's April.
Okay, great. And then you take it off. This one is lasting longer.
How's that?